Hey fellas, I got this traction lock for the blue car apart. Just gonna put it together. Started fiddling around with different shims and combinations of shims and steels and frictions. Except I don't have friction plates. They're all the friction materials been taken off. What I did was I put these on a board, like a 2x6, and I put a screw at each corner to kind of secure the friction to the board, and then I used my right angle grinder with a wire brush on it. Took all the material off, and then left, a nice smooth surface that didn't have divots from using a grinder. Just the way I did it, just wanted to not booger it up that way. And then so I got a bunch of these left over. I got these you can tell were up against the ring gear or little stub gear, right on that. So they're kind of worn just a little bit on here. But after trying some different things, I kind of figured out a way I think will work. I've had to go, measure these. The new frictions from the factory, they're about 98 thousandths thick, with the material on them. And then you got your different shims, 60, 35, 40, and 30. These are about 68 thousandths with the material off. And then you got your spline gears. These are brand new ones, are 80 thousandths. And then they kind of, if the worn ones, the used ones, are varied all from 79, 78 down to 72 thousandths for that one. So you can kind of use them also if you want to, depends on how tight you want to pack your stack. So what I did on this one, I got the side gear, 2 frictions minus the friction material of course, 2 steels, 2 friction plates, 2 steels, and then I got a 40 and a 35 shim here. And the reason I put shims, some guys don't, and that's okay, but right in here you can see the machined area here, and then this is your cutout for your ear of your friction. But right in here there's a little step where they machined it. You can feel that in there, and what that does, that's where the shim goes. But if you put a friction in there, it kind of rides on top of it, so it's not contacting down here. You might be able to see a little gap down in that area. So me being me, I didn't like that. So I figured if I stack it like this, what I end up with is a stack that is 0.665 thick. The factory calls for 0.640 to 0.645. So it's, when I put this in, it's a little bit tight, but I think that'll be better. And when I get it all together and get it running, I'll let you know how it works out, or have a diagnosis maybe on the catastrophic failure, whichever way it goes. Oh, and one other thing, I know some guys will run this little guy right up against the side, but if you see in here, see how the teeth end a little bit before the side gear? When you put this on, it's not really engaging the teeth real good, so that was why I used what the factory recommends, is having one of these up against the side gear. It does wear a little bit, but it's quite a long, I think that's probably, this is one of these we got out of the junkyard, out of a 100,000 plus mile Explorer. So we'll see how this works out, and like I said, I'll be sure to post up the results later. Alright, see ya.